There's a Chandler 5-second blink. I'm going to put you down at the 5-second blink. That way you can, and then it'll hit the intro.
Okay.
Norton KDH just kicked in. It's got about 40 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you down. That way you can go ahead and hear it. Have a good night, guys.
All righty.
If you need help finding a primary care provider at Norton King Stars Health, call the new patient line at 812-801-8995 or complete the new patient request form at kbhmadison.org/providers. The Norton KDH team will help you find a provider best suited for your needs. Give yourself the gift of good health this holiday season and beyond. Happy holidays from everyone at Norton King's Daughters Health. Norton King's Daughters Health. Your life is here, so is your health care.
Chandler Chevrolet, the savings place. ChandlerChevroletUSA.com.
Covering regional sports for a quarter century, this is the Wiki Country 95.3 Game of the Week. With 4 days before Christmas, it's holiday tournament time in the state of Indiana, and tonight we bring you coverage of the 2 semifinal games of the 76th annual Jefferson County Invitational Tournament. Live coverage of high school basketball on Wiki Country is brought to you by Chandler Chevrolet, Chandler Select, Farmers Bank of Milton, U4 of Madison, Ivy Tech Madison, Gateway Investments, Wider Web Funeral Homes, American Senior Benefits, and Craig Toyota. Now out to the Jefferson King Gymnasium for the Chandler Chevrolet pregame show. Here's Wiki's own Hall of Famer, Santa wannabe Larry Duke, and the voice of high school sports, his elf, Rob LaFerry.
And thank you very much, and welcome to Southwestern High School. It is game number 5 of the Jefferson County Invitational Basketball Tournament. This game pitting the Madison Cubs against the Switzerland County Pacers. We've had some good basketball here so far at the JCIT. We've had a couple of barn burners that came down to the last second, and we've had a couple of games that, well, just were a little bit one-sided. We'll come back and talk about it when we return after this on 95.3 Wiki.
Every year around the holidays, we reflect on the past 12 months. Chandler Chevrolet would like to say thank you to all of our customers who purchased a vehicle to utilize our rental department as a vehicle service or repaired in the body shop. As a family-owned and operated local business, Chandler Chevrolet is honored to be a part of our community, giving back when we can and supporting the area youth through sports, 4-H, FFA, schools, events, and more. Thank you for your support and letting us support you.
It's Skip. Just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, it's Leanne. Happy holidays to everyone, and I'd like to thank all of my customers for a great year.
Hi, this is Travis Stevens from Chandler Chevrolet. Hope everybody has a safe and happy holidays. Hey, this is Chris Richards from Chandler Chevrolet. I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy holidays to all my customers. This is Drew from Chandler Chevrolet. I look forward to serving you next year.
Hi, it's Joe. I just want to wish everybody a very, very blessed holiday season. Hi, everyone. It's DJ, and I just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Hey, it's Alexis. Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And the entire Chandler Chevrolet family to yours. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, folks, I'm Kenny Chesney. Wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Your hometown radio station, Wiki Country 95.3.
And welcome back to the Delbert King Gymnasium here at Southwestern, Madison and Switzerland County. Switzerland County, well, they're 1-0 coming into this ball game in the JCIT, as is Madison. Switzerland County, a buzzer beater to win their ball game against Trimble County here earlier today, 61-60. And then Madison, they pretty much cruised their victory against Carroll County. That sets up the 5th place game tomorrow, which will have Trimble County and Carroll County going toe-to-toe. That ball game scheduled to start at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'm Larry Duke, Rob LaFerry along with me. And Rob, you know, you saw 2.5 games earlier, or you missed the first 2.5 ball games, but they were barn burners. But the ones that you've seen so far, they have been some pretty good competition so far here in the JCIT.
Yeah, by the time that I got here this afternoon, had a chance to see Madison kind of run away with the second half against Trimble County, although Trimble County still competed awfully well in the final 2 quarters, but a huge monkey off the back for head coach Adam Stotts and the Cubs getting their first win of the season. And then the last game, you know, Shaw's up by 17 in the first half. Carroll County comes all the way back, and they end up leading by 2, but Hilltoppers never waver, come back, get a shot with 2 seconds to go. Philip Kane hits the runner and gives Shaw the win. Now, before I get here, of course, you got a Carroll County Ball Club that fell awfully hard to Southwestern. We'll see the Rebels coming up here in about 2 hours or so, but Switzerland County just continues to find ways to compete and to win ball games. Caden Riley came down with the big three-pointer to win in overtime today and got the win over Trimble County. So really good start today for the Pacers, who are still doing things without All-State candidate Cam Craig, the sophomore, who's still out for about probably another week or so at least. And then a Madison team coming in that's got momentum after win number 1, trying to go for win number 2 here this evening.
And it's Madison and Switzerland County here in this ball game tonight. Come back, talk more after this. 95-3 Wiki.
Well, Chandler Chevrolet sales team, it's that time of year when we bring in a little extra help for the holidays. Bo and Ty have returned from the North Pole.
Hey, Chandler team.
Well, you guys just sparked a little combo of sunshine and snowflakes.
Are you wearing jingle bells? Of course.
Any resolution for us? I'd love to hear what's on your mind.
Hey, Mother, Maddie rated us.
I'm sorry, what?
You should sprinkle yourself some magic dust and drink eggnog.
That's really going to help us sell more cars?
No, but you'll feel fantastic.
Maybe you should just stick to holiday cheer and let us sell cars. I don't know, might be worth a try. No. Alexa, why are you sparkling?
I don't know, but I feel fantastic.
Did you spend time with Bo and Ty?
Maybe.
I think I should, supervise Alexa.
Me too. You may need help. Wait, does that mean eggnog and magic dust? Count me in. I think we need to focus. I got the cup. Who's with me? I feel so shiny. Here we go again.
Get great deals, great customer service, and holiday cheer from the people you know at Chandler Chevrolet.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Hey, y'all, it's Miranda Lambert. Merry Christmas.
Your hometown radio
Thanks,
station.
Miranda.
Wiki Country, 95.3.
Switzerland County and Madison here in this one here tonight, followed by Shaw and the Southwestern. Last meeting between these two was back the last game of the regular season last year, and it was Switzerland County winning that ball game 53-49. Madison has won 31 and lost 11 in the last 35 years against the Pacers. They'll face again coming up the last game of the regular season coming up in February. So another matchup that we have that we're pretty much running into here this JCIT. Another matchup that we'll see two teams or play against each other a couple of times, just like we'll see tomorrow in the 5th place game.
Yeah, we'll see that in the 5th place game. But, you talk about this Madison-Switzerland County contest, and these two are rivals. We've already seen the girls' side of that game this year. The boys' side in the regular season we'll see coming up later on. But, an in-season tournament for these two teams, they've been back and forth. I know overall Madison has pretty much taken care of the series. Now, I will say this about these two teams. Inside the JCIT the last couple of years, these two teams have somehow always found a way to match up against each other, and these two have had some real battles that have came down to the very end in all of those tournament games.
Now the keys of the game brought to you by American Senior Benefits. Call Ernie Ernstes for your insurance needs, life, retirement, and health insurance. Keys to this ball game.
I think you take a look at Switzerland County first. It's a team that I feel like needs to do its best to just kind of control tempo, and I think we can almost say the same thing for Madison. I think you're going to see Madison really want to push this game up and down. Switzerland County, they've got some horses that can run, but going to try and maybe be a bit less fatigued, I guess you could say, and be a little bit more conservative and well-balanced with the tempo. Now, I think another big thing is turnovers for Switzerland County. On the Madison side, I think when you take a look at them, you want them to take good shots tonight. It's a chance to go up and down, get some high percentage shots, and if they can do that, I think they find themselves in a good position. Then again, if Switzerland County can take care of the basketball, if they can make this a balanced game between slow down and up tempo, then they're in a good spot tonight. So those are my keys to the game. We'll see how they play out in the next 32 minutes.
And Madison with their first win of the year coming up in just this last ball game. And as Rob said, Switzerland County still playing without Cam Craig. But I'll tell you, anything that's like this last game that they played pretty solid, and they played pretty much team-wise. This has been the Chandler Chevrolet pregame show. Stay tuned. We've got the starting lineups and get ready to go right after this. 95-3 Wiki.
Sometimes dealing with insurance can be frustrating. You need someone you can trust, answer your questions, and be there for you. You need Ernie Ernstis and American Senior Benefits. Ernie is licensed insurance agent. He can help you with life insurance, retirement, health insurance, whether under 65 or over 65, dental, vision, and hearing coverage. Ask Ernie Ernstis how you can get long-term care benefits without the health questions. Ernie Ernstis and American Senior Benefits, 765-760-8913. Where's Barb?
She's at Lytle Welty Funeral Home.
Oh, no, I didn't realize.
No, everyone's fine. She's meeting with Kim Traylor Crawford to go over her pre-need plans.
Her what? Is she okay?
Yes, she's perfectly healthy. Kim at Lytle Welty helps pre-plan services, so when it's time, everything's how you wanted, and your family doesn't have to make decisions when they're grieving or stressed about the financial burden.
Well, that's brilliant. How do I do that?
I'd start by visiting LytleWelty.com. Lytle Welty Funeral Home, providing compassionate care for our community for over 100 years.
One of the best employers in the U.S., Nucor, has a firm commitment to their team members. Nucor has a strong belief in work-life balance and offers performance incentives as well as the best benefits in the business. Nucor believes every role leads to success, offering training opportunities from internships to specialized technical and management programs. Join the Nucor team today. Visit jobs.nucor.com. No phone calls, please. Nucor Circular Products of Madison is a division of Nucor, the nation's largest steel and steel products manufacturer. Nucor is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You guys are my favorite.
Hi, this is Zach Brown. Hi, I'm Clint Black. Hey, this is Florida Georgia Line.
I love the season.
Your hometown radio station, Wiki Country 95.3.
And welcome back to Southwestern Delbert O. King Gymnasium. Game number 5 of 6 here today. We welcome you here on 95.3 WIKI and, of course, on the World Wide Web at 953wiki.com and the streaming live video on the WIKI YouTube streaming channel. Josh Myers back at the studio. Adam Bowley running our camera here this afternoon. I'm Larry Duke, Rob LaFerry along with me. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First of all, for Switzerland County, they'll go this way. Wearing number 5 of 5'8", the junior, Bradley Romans. Wearing number 10, he is a senior, 5'8", Trace Johnson. Wearing number 15, a 6'1", junior, Jacob Williams. Wearing number 22, a 6'2", senior, Aiden Griffin. And number 24, a 6'2", junior, Kanan Johnson. Travis Reitzman is the head coach for the Switzerland County Pacers. Now for the Madison Cubs, they'll go this way, wearing number 0, a 6'3", a junior, Ryder Jones. Wearing number 1, a 5'9", sophomore, Mason Davis. Wearing number 12, 5'11", sophomore, Quincy Reynolds. Pardon me. Wearing number 14, a 6-foot sophomore, Landon True. And wearing number 30, a 6'1", sophomore, that is James Schaefer. Adam Stotts, the head coach of the Madison Cubs, who will be in their white uniforms with the red. Switzerland County in their navy blue with the orange. Madison will be going from our right to our left as we get started here in the first half. The officials are ready to go. Fans, again, not too bad of a crowd here this evening for this ball game. We've had some good crowds for the JCIT, and we've got a good one again here this afternoon. For the call of the game, once again, here's the voice of Southeastern Indiana and North Central Kentucky basketball. Here's Rob LaFerry.
8 minutes of Indiana high school basketball on the clock in this one. It's an all-Hoosier affair here this evening. Going to be Switzerland County left to right, Madison right to left. Officials whistle blows, ball in the air, tip control by Switzerland County. And we are underway here in Game 5 of the JCIT. Man-to-man defense here to open up for Madison. Trace Johnson in the right corner for Switzerland County. Gives it off to number 15, Jacob Williams. Swings it around, going to find Bradley Romans, now bringing it back up top in the hands of Kanan Johnson. Johnson over to Williams, now back Johnson, left elbow jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down. Cubs have it with Quincy Reynolds, and he's across the timeline. Reynolds stops, picks up the dribble, gives it off to James Schaefer in the right corner. Now center circle with the basketball is going to be Mason Davis. 7:13 to go in the first quarter, no score. One shot opportunity for Switzerland County. Now Cubbies with the rack. Good defense, man-to-man early on for Switzerland County. Now pull-up jumper just inside the three-point line. That's going to be no good, an air ball, and then the ball out of bounds. It goes to Switzerland County.
Yeah, you had Ryder Jones step out there thinking that he was going to be able to save it, but unfortunately he was on the line.
6:55, another crack here for Switzerland County. Jacob Williams on the right side to Romans. Romans dribbles through traffic, cross court into the hands of Jacob Williams. He pulls up for the jumper, falls short. Madison with the second rebound of the night. Up ahead, Schaefer. Schaefer layup, got the deuce and the abuse, and goes to the free throw line to complete the three-point play.
Foul's going to be called there against Brady Romans. That's going to be his first and Switz's first.
6:37 to go first quarter. Cubbies strike first. Free throw for Schaefer up and good. It's a 3-0 game. Little 3-2 zone now being applied by Madison. So kind of switching things up a little bit with a little bit of man, a little bit of zone, try and throw Switzerland County off guard a little bit. Pacers break through the pressure off the zone on the weak side. Now they'll go here to the right-hand corner and give it up to number 15, Williams, who gives it off now to Kanan Johnson. Johnson swings it left wing to Romans, looking for Griffith, but instead has to go back out. Pacers work it around. Picking up the dribble is Williams. Ball loose. It's a turnover. Up ahead, Madison, easy two. Give that one to Mason Davis, and Travis Reitzman wants to call a timeout. It's going to be, I believe, a 30-second timeout. We keep it right here. 5:56 to go first quarter. Madison 5, Switzerland County 0.
Lyda Welty Funeral Home, providing compassionate care to your family from our family for over 100 years. Give them a call at 812-265-5112. An Ivy Tech degree could earn you automatic entry into a bachelor's program at over 20 Indiana colleges. Check it out at ivytech.edu. 5-0 in favor of Madison here at the get-go of game number 5. The winner of this ball game will move to the championship game tomorrow night, and the loser will go to the third place game tomorrow afternoon.
Of course, second semifinal coming up after this. Loser of that one will play the loser of this ball game, and the two winners square off for the title. Out of the timeout, Switzerland County, another turnover. Up ahead, Cubs have Reynolds, and I believe they're going to get Reynolds with the travel.
And, you know, during the years since they came back with the JCIT, they've had Madison and Southwestern in the opposite brackets. Neither team has met in the championship game.
5:27. Pacers still trying to remove the goose egg off the scoreboard. They have it left corner. Aiden Griffith for three, no good. Rebound, batted around. Pacers pick it up. Romans, right side, three, bingo.
Just step back just a little bit, enough to hit that three.
So Bradley Romans in the scorebook. Other end, Madison. Three-pointers a no-go. Rebound comes down to Trace Johnson. Pacers are down 5-3, 5 to go in the first quarter. But they turn it over again. Schaefer has it for the Cubs. Kicks it out. Three on the way for Landon True. Knocks it down. First three of the night for Landon True. 8-3 Madison. 4:40 to go first quarter. Switzerland County basketball to our right. Driving, Williams out to Griffith, right corner. Griffith backs down Schaefer, the defender. Kicks it out top to Jacob Williams, who now gives it off to Kanan Johnson. Johnson finds Williams on the right wing. Now down in the corner it goes to Griffith. Griffith on the baseline, cross court. Jumper up off the glass, count it, and heading the free throw line to complete the three-point play will be Kanan Johnson. It's an 8-5 game. Switzerland County down by 3 with 4:15 to go in the first.
Foul against Madison. They're a first one.
believe they're
It's gonna
going to
be
get Schaefer his first.
His first, team's first. So one shot coming here for Kanan Johnson. .4:15 to go here, first quarter.
Trying to make this a 2-point game. Free throw, no good. Stays at 8-5. 3-point Cub lead across the timeline comes Landon True. Nearing the midway mark here of the first quarter. You've got Davis with it, goes cross court in the hands of Reynolds. Switzerland County still going to play man-to-man defense here against Madison. On the right side with the basketball is Mason Davis, who gives it up quickly. Now Reynolds driving left side to the middle of the floor. We got a blocking foul against the Pacers, and it will be Reynolds going to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Looks like Johnson, Trace Johnson, with his first, team's first, or team second rather. Reynolds to the line for a couple.
.351 to go in the first quarter. First free throw for Reynolds is good. So back to a 4-point game at 9-5.
Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
Thank you, Dolly. Second free throw also in. 10-5. Madison has Switzerland County doubled up. 3:45 to go in the first quarter. Still some zone being played here by Madison. 3 up top, 2 on the bottom. Jacob Williams trapped underneath, nearly throws it away. Kanan Johnson finds the basketball, though, and his jumper's up and good.
4 points now for him out of the 10-7 ball game.
3:25 on the clock. Driving Reynolds. Dumps it underneath to Gunnar Jones, and his ball gets knocked away. Turnover Madison. Switzerland County can cut this down to 1 or tie it up at 10. 3:10 left in the first quarter. Williams drives through. Jumper up, no good. Rebound fought for. Kanan Johnson wins the battle. Ball tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch, though, by the Cubs. Pacers maintain with 3:02 to go in the first.
Last touch there by Gunnar Jones.
10-7 Madison. Williams out to Romans. Thought about the 3 momentarily, but a quick closeout there by Murphy. Romans to the left corner. 3 on the way. Good. We're tied up at 10. First points of the night for Jacob Williams. 2:40 now left in the first. Up at center circle now is Quincy Reynolds. Reynolds going to slow up this Madison offense. Dumps it over to Jones. Jones nearly lost it, but they're going to say tipped by Switzerland County. Now Jones goes to the drive, kicks out. Davis for 3, no good. Rebound comes down, Kanan Johnson. Switzerland County can take its first lead of the game. Trace Johnson up top. It goes to Kanan Johnson. Now swings over to Romans. Romans runner, baseline, no good. Rolls off the front of the rim. Ball out of bounds off the leg of Romans, and it will be Madison basketball with 2:01 now in the first.
That one literally went right across the cylinder there, but just didn't fall. 10-10, 2:01 to go here in the first.
Madison basketball. Schaefer, who's back in for the Cubs, has it on the right wing, gives it up here to Murphy. Liam over on the left side to Reynolds, and 1:43 on the clock, and a 3-pointer up and good. First 3 ball for Mason Davis. He's got 5. Madison back out in front, 13-10. Clock down to 1:30 in the first. Switzerland County ball. Johnson to Jacob Williams up top. Now left corner. Romans for 3. Bingo.
Answering back and forth. Back tied at 13.
2 threes for Romans. He's got 6. Pacers starting to calm down a little bit. They've made 3 threes here in this first quarter. Madison's had 2. Cubs up top on the right-hand side with 1 minute to go, tied at 13 in the first quarter. Now it's Liam Murphy with it, top of the floor, looking, finally gives it up here into the hands of Gunnar Jones. Jones forced to pick up the dribble, and then there's a steal. Aiden Griffith with the swipe. Griffith up and good. Switzerland County by 2 at 15-13.
And he held his own on that one as he went up, just brought it back just enough to get the commitment against his defender.
2-point Switzerland County lead. Madison ball with 26 seconds and counting. First quarter is coming to a close. Quincy Reynolds has it. He'll go to the left side, set up this offense for potentially one final shot. Being guarded up top by Jacob Williams. Here comes the ball screen. Reynolds off of it. Now he'll try and drive. Gets through one defender, gets through two, and they're going to call a blocking foul against Switzerland County. Travis Reisman wanted the offensive foul.
That's what I thought was going to be called. Now the officials talking it over there. There we go. Change it to the offensive foul against Quincy Reynolds.
It's going to be the first foul on Reynolds. Substitutions coming in. Cooper Todd in for Switzerland County, along with 32 Dylan Sullivan. Pacers have the ball up by 2. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Into the hands of Jacob Williams. Williams all the way down, dumps it off at the end. Shot no good, though, by Sullivan. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Good Madison start, but Switzerland County closes strong. Pacers over the Cubs 15-13 as we step aside, take a 1-minute timeout. It's the JCIT on 95.3 Wiki.
Our home equity loans let you take advantage of the equity you built up in your home. Whether you want to finance home improvements, plan for a college education, or other major purchases, a home equity loan can help you achieve your objectives. The interest on the loan may be tax deductible. We're an equal housing lender. Farmers Bank of Milton, member FDIC, a tradition of community banking. Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Gateway Investment Services, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decision by offering you access to a competitive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Stop in and speak to Bill Hensler, Tanner Mahoney, and Ross Hensler today. Securities are offered through LEL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Insurance products offered through its licensed affiliate.
When you shop local, you're helping your friends and neighbors and keeping dollars in our community. Support the advertisers on your hometown radio station. Wiki Country 95.3.
Welcome back to Southwestern High School, the Delbert O'King Gymnasium. Game 5 of the Jefferson County Invitational Tournament. Heading in the second quarter, Madison trailing Switzerland County 15-13. Cub basketball down by 2 to open up the second frame, however. Quincy Reynolds has it, drives right side, jumper up off the glass and good. Reynolds now with 4, and we're tied at 15. Pacers came on strong late in the first frame. 3 3-pointers to help do the trick. Cooper Todd, who came in late first quarter, had the basketball momentarily, now gives it up. Underneath, Jacob Williams off the glass for 2. He's got 5 in the first half, and it's a 17-15 Pacer lead.
Nice feed right into the paint to him.
7 to go, second quarter. Liam Murphy, right side. Switzerland County not straying away from the man-to-man defense just yet. Schaefer underneath gets hacked by Kanan Johnson. That'll be his first foul.
Team's third. Subs coming in for both teams.
Going to be Aiden Griffith and Trace Johnson back in for Switzerland County. Romans and Kanan Johnson will take a breather. Shot up and no good for Mason Davis. Other end, Switzerland County quickly down. Jacob Williams cannot connect on the layup.
Goes out of bounds. It'll stay right there with the Pacers.
Jacob Williams will inbound here for Switzerland County. 6:41 on the clock in the second quarter. 17-15 Switzerland County, almost 19-15, but unable to connect is Cooper Todd. Now rebound Southwestern. Schaefer up ahead, or not Southwestern, but Madison rather. And then Schaefer travels after the Cub rebound.
Southwestern will take on Shaw coming up next.
6:25, still a 2-point Pacer lead. They have the ball across the timeline. Jacob Williams off the ball screen all the way down, but cannot connect on another layup. 3 layups missed by Switzerland County here in the second quarter. And now we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Pacers.
Heard from my old basketball coach at Proviso West, Lowell Lucas. He says, how are we hanging in today? Back in the 70s, 8 games a day for 4 days back at the holiday tournament there at Proviso West.
Inbounds pass comes out to Trace Johnson with a head fake. Thought about it too, but defense quick to collapse. Getting down to the 6-minute mark here of the second quarter, Jacob Williams is finally able to get back and going. 7 points now for him. Largest lead of the night for Switzerland County at 4 at 19-15. 5:55 in the second quarter. Cub shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Dylan Sullivan. Here come the Pacers. Sullivan up top. Swings over right side, Jacob Williams. Now up top is number 11, Cooper Todd. Whistle blows, and we've got a foul. And they say it's against Madison.
And it's going to be there against Elliot Kaczynski. That'll be his first, team's third. Our cameraman is yawning over here.
5:35. Williams adds to his total. 6 points down in the quarter for Williams, and Jacob Williams with 9 overall. 6-point Pacer lead, 21-15. 5:25 to play in the first half, and there'll be James Schaefer going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul going to be called against Dylan Sullivan. His first, team's fourth. Schaefer to the line for a couple. He's 1 for 1.
Hits free throw number 1 on this trip, so 4 points today for Schaefer. Substitution, Mason Davis back in. You got him out there along with Landon True, Schaefer, Murphy.
Schaefer hits his second.
Reynolds out there as well. And we got a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout.
Lyda Welty Funeral Home, providing a compassionate care to your family from our family for over 100 years. Give them a call, 812-265-5112 for your pre-funeral planning. Farmers Bank of Milton, Nucor, and Ivy Tech of Madison. Some more of your sponsors here on 95.3 WIKI. High school basketball here this evening. Be back with you again tomorrow. Of course, we got one more ball game here tonight, but back tomorrow for the third place and championship games. In fact, the next 2 ball games will decide who will be in the third place and championship game. Winner here will go to the championship. The loser will go to third. Same thing in the next ball game.
Out of the timeout, Madison putting full court pressure on Switzerland County. Pacers lead 21-17, 5:12 to go in the first half. Pacers struggled early with turnovers, and that'll be their first of the second quarter. As coming out of the pile is going to be Reynolds. Gives it up top to Davis, who goes all the way down. And Mason Davis now with 7 points. 21-19, 2-point Pacer lead, 4:50 and counting now in the second. Jacob Williams picks up the dribble, goes to Griffith on the right side, now right corner. Shot up for Williams, no good. Rebound picked up by Madison. Whistle blows, we got a foul.
Foul going to be called against Landon True. That'll be his first, team's fourth. Both teams now with 4 fouls. Subs coming in for Switzerland County.
Got Romans back in, and Kanan Johnson also returns to the Pacer lineup. Inbounding is Williams out to Romans. Now swings it around. They'll find Williams in the right corner off the swing. And it's going to be Williams head fake up and under, connects. 11 points now for Williams. Other end for 3. Knocking that one down. Going to be Landon True, his second triple. Switzerland County 23, Madison 22, 4:15 to go before halftime. Switz basketball. Griffith in the left corner. Dribbles out the double team up top to Romans. Romans over the right side to Kanan Johnson. Now Trace Johnson has it. Back to Kanan Johnson. The two Johnsons playing back and forth. Ball's still being worked around. Griffith house in the right corner. Now Romans top of the floor. Underneath Griffith. Jumper, got it.
Right there from the left elbow, and that's now 4 points for Aiden.
Switz lead at 25-22. Shot, 3 up, another one down for Landon True. 3 threes for him. Tied up at 25. Still 3:25 to go. Turnover in the second quarter. Up ahead, guess who? True knocks it down for 2. So a quick 8 for Landon True in about the last minute. Madison in front, 27-25. Near turnover. Ball saved, though, by Jacob Williams. Trace Johnson has it. Dumps underneath to Griffith. Griffith backs out. Now driving Kanan Johnson, and an offensive foul. And that's going to be foul number 2 on Kanan Johnson.
Not much of a contact there, but enough to have the offensive foul called. Just a click under 3 to go here in the half.
.250. Underneath Schaefer for the Cubs. Turnaround jumper on the way and in. 4 points in the second quarter. 7 overall now for James Schaefer. Madison getting into a groove here, 29-25, as this full court pressure starting to speed up Switzerland County a little too much. Jacob Williams forces up a shot, bailed out though by contact. And now Jacob Williams heads to the free throw line for the first time tonight. He'll shoot 2.
Schaefer picks up his second, team's 5th. Only the second trip to the free throw line for Switzerland County tonight.
First free throw, no good. Cooper Todd returns for the Pacers to replace Kanan Johnson, who has those 2 fouls. One more attempt here for Jacob Williams. And it's good. 29-26, Madison lead down to 3. 2:25 before halftime. It's Cub basketball. They'll find Schaefer underneath, and Schaefer off the glass, no good. But going in with a hand and making contact was Aiden Griffith. He picks up his first foul, and Schaefer goes to free throw line to shoot 2.
6th team foul. Schaefer is 3 for 3. 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
First free throw off the front of the iron, no good.
Broadcaster jinx.
One more attempt for Schaefer, and it will be knocked down. 8 points for Schaefer in the first half, 5 coming in the second quarter. Madison lead out to 4 at 30-26. Second quarter, 2:10 remaining in the action. Griffith for Switzerland County, who just committed the foul, passed it off to Jacob Williams, cross court to Bradley Romans. Todd now, cross court to Williams. Back to Todd, left corner. Cooper Todd for 3, knocks it down. Todd off the bench, 1 point game at 30-29. Other end, Cubs get it knocked away. Griffith with the steal. Griffith all the way down, maybe shuffle the feet there, misses the shot, but Bradley Romans collects the garbage. Putback is in, and all of a sudden, hey, Switzerland County's up. Back and forth here in the second quarter.
1:25 to go here in the half.
31-30 Pacers. Inside the arc, shot up, no good. That one by Landon True. Cub offensive rebound, however, with 1:15 underneath. Mason Davis shot no good. Switzerland County taps it out to Bradley Romans. Now the Pacers can extend the lead. Driving, Williams off the glass, too high. Rebound going to come down to Landon True. And ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Switzerland County. Cubs down by 1 with the ball. 57 seconds left here in the second quarter. And we're going to see James Schaefer come out of the ball game for Madison. Gunnar Jones returns. Inbounds coming from True, getting in the hands of Quincy Reynolds. 50 ticks left before we head to halftime. Our Chandler Select halftime show is on the horizon, so make sure to stay with us. Run down to the first half stats and get you ready for half number 2. Madison ball with 35 seconds to go. Trailing by 1, trying to come out here on top at the half. Switzerland County led 15-13 at the end of the first quarter. And it looks like the Cubs will back out and save this for 1. Mason Davis has it. Goes to work with 11 seconds. Landon True, wide open 3, no good. Romans gets fouled, and that's going to put Switzerland County at the, nope, I take that back. That was the last foul Madison could give.
It's going to be there against Ryder Jones.
So Pacers will go full court with 6.7 seconds left. Ball knocked out of bounds. We'll do it all over again. Stays with Switzerland County. They'll go full court pass. They got Williams all the way down. Layup is good. Big quarter for Williams. Heave at the buzzer. No good for Madison. And that takes us to halftime, and Switzerland County finds a way late to get back out in front. A good back and forth affair. These two teams playing like local rivals, and doing so in Game 5 of the JCIT. Winner heads to the championship game tomorrow. We're through one half. Madison trailing Switzerland County 33-30. Chandler Select halftime show on the way. Do not go anywhere. It's a part of boys high school basketball on this Wednesday night. 95-3 Wiki.
Who appreciates the value of an Ivy Tech Community College Associate degree? Well, the state's largest colleges, for starters. Over 20 have partnered with us in our guaranteed admissions program, where an Ivy Tech Associate degree guarantees admission to their bachelor's degree program. Who else? The 70,000 plus high school students each year who earn college credit in high school and save on tuition by doing it. But as valuable as an Ivy Tech degree is, the real value lies in the better life it makes possible. Let's get started today at ivytech.edu.
You'll find a whole lot of savings at Craig Toyota. This is Greg Sanders, sales manager of Craig Toyota. Come home for Christmas in your made in Kentucky Camry. Dash through the snow in a built-in Texas Tundra. Head home for the holidays in a built-in Indiana Highlander. Looking for the perfect gift? A remote start or WeatherTech products from Craig Toyota would make the grinchiest person happy. When experience counts, experience the Craig Toyota difference. Craig Toyota on Madison Hilltop, or visit us at CraigToyota.com. Providing commercial loans to community merchants is one of our primary purposes as a community bank. Throughout the years, we've helped many local businesses get started. We offer a wide range of business loan products to support your needs. Our goal is to help your business in every way we can. What's good for your business is good for ours. See us for all your business banking needs. Farmers Bank of Milton, member FDIC, a tradition of community banking. So, first day at your new job. A lot of nerves, right? Not really. Why? Because when you were getting your associate degree at Ivy Tech Community College, you received hands-on training on state-of-the-art technology. Most of it the same equipment you'll be working on today. You're ready because the staff and faculty at Ivy Tech made sure of it. They met you where you were at, then helped you get where you were going. A new career paying $10 grand more a year than what you can get with just a diploma. And it all started at ivytech.edu. One of the best employers in the U.S., Nucor, has a firm commitment to their team members. Nucor has a strong belief in work-life balance and offers performance incentives as well as the best benefits in the business. Nucor believes every role leads to success, offering training opportunities from internships to specialized technical and management programs. Join the Nucor team today. Visit jobs.nucor.com. No phone calls, please. Nucor Tubular Products of Madison is a division of Nucor, the nation's largest steel and steel products manufacturer. Nucor is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
My station.
This is Toby Keith.
Hi there, this is Reba. This is Brad Paisley. We love it. It's number one. Your hometown radio station. Wiki Country 95.3.
At halftime of the JCIT game number 5, Switzerland County leads Madison by a score of 33-30. Taking a look at the scoring for Madison, 7 points for Mason Davis, 4 points for Quincy Reynolds, 11 points for Landon True, 8 points for James Schaefer. For Switzerland County, Bradley Romans with 8, 3 points for Jacob Williams, for Cooper Todd, 14 for Jacob Williams, 4 points for Aiden Griffin, 4 points for Kanan Johnson. 33-30 your score. Back with more after this. 95.3 Wiki.
Wow, 2022 is a great year for Chandler Select customers. You got that right. A monthly chance to win $1,000 now through December. Chandler Select and Chandler Chevrolet have joined forces to make someone very happy every month. Test drive a car. Get 2 entries. Have service work done. Get 2 entries. Parts from the Chandler Parts Department. Get 2 entries. Body shop work. 3 chances. Buy a vehicle. That's 5 chances. Stop by Chandler Chevrolet or Select today to find out more. Chandler Select, where the nice cars, nice people, and chances to win are.
How could it be better? Mornings in the Ohio River Valley. Rick Bernius and your morning wake-up call on your hometown radio station, Wiki Country.
33-30 your score in favor of Switzerland County. Here at halftime, Switzerland County shooting 54% from the field, 67% from the three-point line, 33% from the free throw line. For Madison, they are shooting 56% from the field, 50% from the three-point line, and 86% from the free throw line. We'll take another break, come back with more. 95.3 Wiki.
Wow, 2022 is a great year for Chandler Select customers. You got that right. A monthly chance to win $1,000 now through December. Chandler Select and Chandler Chevrolet have joined forces to make someone very happy every month. Test drive a car. Get 2 entries. Have service work done. Get 2 entries. Parts from the Chandler Parts Department. Get 2 entries. Body shop work. 3 chances. Buy a vehicle. That's 5 chances. Stop by Chandler Chevrolet or Select today to find out more. Chandler Select, where the nice cars, nice people, and chances to win are.
Your morning wake-up call with Rick Bernius on Wiki Country 95.3.
Back out at Southwestern, 33-30 your score in favor of Switzerland County over Madison. Winner of this ball game goes to the championship game tomorrow night. The loser, they'll play in the third place game for tomorrow. And again, time changes for tomorrow. We'll go with the fifth place game at 2 o'clock. That'll have Trimble County against Carroll County, followed by the third place game. And then right around 5:40 will be the championship game of the JCIT. We've got just about a minute or so here. Rob, what's it going to take for either Switzerland County to pull out the victory or for Madison to win?
Well, it's been a really good ball game so far. It's been back and forth. We've seen some runs now by both of these two teams. You know, I think for Switzerland County, the name of the game, and we kind of talked about this early on, is not to get sped up too much. But, you know, they've got Williams at 14. You've got Romans at 8, but maybe a third guy to come in there and be a little bit more consistent scoring for you in the second half. That could be extremely key. Another thing I look at, you take a look at Madison. They got to be able to crash the boards. They gave up 7 offensive rebounds there in the first half. They only had one of their own, so that's going to be a factor. I think another thing is, you take a look. They've had True, they've had Schaefer, they've had Davis. They've made a couple runs, but they've got to be able to stop penetration from Switzerland County defensively. That is right now where their biggest problem lies, is allowing some of those points. And, you take a look at points in the paint, in 16 for Switzerland County. That number's got to come down in the final 2.
33-30 in favor of Switzerland County. This has been the Chandler Select Halftime Show. Stay tuned. Second half action coming up. 95-3 Wiki.
For over 100 years, the Lido family has served the area with caring compassion, going above and beyond to help families throughout the grieving process. I'm Kim Traylor Crawford. I recently joined the Lido Wealthy family with the goal of helping you give your loved ones the greatest last gift, prearranging your services, and ensuring that all your final wishes are met. Contact me when you're ready to start the planning process. Call 812-265-5112 or visit LidoWealthy.com. Lido Wealthy Funeral Home, providing compassionate care for our community for over 100 years.
Sometimes dealing with insurance can be frustrating. You need someone you can trust, answer your questions, and be there for you. You need Ernie Ernstus and American Senior Benefits. Ernie is licensed insurance agent. He can help you with life insurance, retirement, health insurance, whether under 65 or over 65, dental, vision, and hearing coverage. Ask Ernie Ernstus how you can get long-term care benefits without the health questions. Ernie Ernstus and American Senior Benefits, 765-760-8913. Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Gateway Investment Services, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decision by offering you access to a competitive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all of your financial needs. Stop in and speak to Bill Hensler, Tanner Mahoney, and Walt Hensler today. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance products offered through licensed affiliates.
Your hometown radio station, 95.3 Wiki Country.
Second half action getting ready to start. 33-30 in favor of Switzerland County. And Rob, we mentioned about, Ernie there with American Senior Benefits. He was supposed to be in town today calling on some clients. I don't know if he finally made it or not, but he actually was going to check his schedule. And if he was free, he was going to do that Southwestern Carroll County game with me.
That'd have been fun.
But that's in between eating popcorn.
Yes. And raiding the hospitality room and everything else.
You got it. Well, we're glad to have you along with us here on 95.3 WIKI, the World Wide Web at 953WIKI.com. And also on our streaming video at the WIKI YouTube streaming channel. We've had some good viewers numbers here today, and we thank you very much for joining us in. We'll do it again tomorrow with the third place and championship game being simulcast on 95.3 Wiki. We're ready for the second half of action, and here's Rob.
Going to be Madison basketball going from left to right here in the second half. Switzerland County will move from right to left. Cubs will inbound just down the way from us. Put in the hands of number 12, Quincy Reynolds. Both teams back out with starters to begin the second half. For Madison, that'll be Ryder Jones, Mason Davis, Quincy Reynolds, Landon True, and James Schaefer. Reynolds throws up a 3, nothing but net. That's how we get going here. 7 points now for Reynolds.
And his first 3 of the night.
Full court press still on for Madison, which sped up Switzerland County a little bit in the second quarter. Pacers coming out with Romans, Johnson, Williams, Griffith, and Kanan Johnson. And turnovers, Pacers, and Jacob Williams traveling with it.
Both teams here in the second half got to watch their turnovers. Because the way this game is going, you don't want to give the other team too many more chances.
Tied at 33. Ball loose in the hands of Madison's number 14, Landon True, being guarded up top by Aiden Griffith. True works the ball around, and in the hands Reynolds, back to True left wing. 1 minute inside, quarter number 3. True up top, Schaefer swings over right side to Reynolds. Still Madison basketball. Reynolds got away with a step. Nope, they're going to catch it at the nick of time. So traveling violation, Cubs. Back to Switzerland County it goes. Quick inbounds pass to Jacob Williams. He'll dribble through traffic. Bounce pass up ahead left side to Kanan Johnson. Cross court Romans. Now top of the key, Williams. To Kanan Johnson on the left side. He's being double teamed. Finds a streaking Jacob Williams, who puts up a shot and is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
True picks up his second foul. First team foul here in the second half.
So 2 free throw opportunities for Jacob Williams. First free throw is good. So Williams is now up to 15 points for Switzerland County. Pacers back out in front, 34-33. One more attempt here for Williams, the junior, and it is going to be good. 16 for Williams, 35-33 lead Switzerland County. 6:28 to go, third quarter. Madison basketball across the timeline. Left wing, going to go in the hands of Ryder Jones. Now Schaefer over to Reynolds. Reynolds finds Davis. Back up top to Reynolds, and Reynolds travels.
He's just got that one step that's very, very quick that referees have been catching quite a bit.
Inbounds pass to Williams. Hands off Bradley Romans. About 6:05 to go, third quarter. 35-33 Switzerland County. Underneath, Trace Johnson gets a pass to the left corner, and he travels.
Kind of got in a situation there that you've got, 3 Cubbies right there around him.
So back to the Cubs we go as we are at 5:47 in the third. Madison can tie or take a lead on the possession. Ryder Jones gets it out. James Schaefer, foot inside the arc for 2. No good. Rebound, fought for, picked up by Ryder Jones, and he is in the score column for the first time, and we're tied at 35.
Ryder kept that ball exactly where he needed to be able to pivot around to get the points.
35 all with 5:20 in the third. Switzerland County just 2 points so far in the third frame. They'll work it around. Kanan Johnson gives it up to Trace Johnson. Johnson back out to Kanan Johnson. Now underneath Griffith. Griffith, spin move, has to throw one up, does so and connects. He wanted to go the pass, but no one was there, so he decided to take this jumper, and it works in his favor. 6 points for Griffith, 4:53 in the third, 37-35 Switzerland County, and then Madison throws the basketball away.
Coming up after this one, Battle of Jefferson County. 2 teams that faced each other earlier this month, Southwestern and Shaw. Another one where the winner goes to the championship, the loser goes to the third place game.
Madison back to sitting in that 3-2 zone. Bradley Romans throws up a wild shot from the baseline, no good. Cubs up ahead. Will they tie it? They have a chance to. Schaefer fouled in the act, and he'll shoot a pair.
Kanan Johnson, I believe, got the foul on that one.
That's his third.
First team foul here in the second half.
Schaefer's 3 or 4 for 5 from the free throw line so far tonight. And now 4 for 6 as he misses free throw number 1. Liam Murphy back in. Ryder Jones takes a seat for the Cubs. One more attempt for Schaefer. Both free throws, no good. Kanan Johnson, who stays in the game with 3 fouls, chases down the rebound. Switzerland County basketball still up by 2, 37-35, 4:18 to go in the third. Jacob Williams, right-hand dribble to the right side, finds Kanan Johnson, now elbow Trace Johnson, out to Bradley Romans, and we travel again.
Just doesn't seem like anybody wants to take that extra step or able to take that extra step to get a little bit bigger lead.
Midway through the third quarter, Madison still down 2. Subs getting ready to come in for Switzerland County. Davis to the right side to James Schaefer. Spin move up under, cannot finish. Trace Johnson with the rebound. Here come the Pacers. Bradley Romans, left wing 3, bingo. His third 3, and he's got 11. 40-35 Switzerland County. And then a turnover. Romans with the steal. Pacers, can they extend the lead? We'll find out. Romans to the left side to Jacob Williams. He'll go the right-hand dribble, cross court to Kanan Johnson. Romans to Griffith, nearly throws away. Trace Johnson bails them all out, and then hits the layup for 2.
His first 2 points of the night.
Largest lead of the night for Switzerland County, 42-35 with 3:14 to go in the third quarter. Cub basketball. Up top, into the hands of Mason Davis. Now right side, James Schaefer. Schaefer throws it, almost picked off by Griffith, but it goes off his chest, and Madison maintains. So now we're going to see Sullivan, Todd, and also looks like Caden Riley all come in for Switzerland County. Of course, Riley, the big hero, late in overtime with the buzzer beater today to dethrone Trimble County.
Blocked down on Schaefer.
And then an offensive foul against Schaefer, his third.
He was rejected, got his own rebound, put it back up, and that's when he committed the foul. 2:59 to go here in the third.
42-35, and this is a chance to extend further out what is right now a 3-possession lead for the Pacers. Jacob Williams to the top of the key, goes right side in the hands of Riley. Now back across to Jacob Williams. Williams picks the dribble up, has to find somebody who goes underneath to Sullivan. Sullivan gets tied up, thrown to the ground hard by Schaefer. And we got a jump ball, arrow favors Switzerland County. .237 clock is stopped. Williams will inbound, looking, finds out up top Cooper Todd. Todd to the left-hand dribble, goes now to the wing to Jacob Williams. Up top, Sullivan. Swings around, right side. Todd gets it knocked away, stays with Switzco. 2:28 now in the third.
Good hands there by Travis Reitzman.
Coach Reitzman, a graduate of Newcastle High School. Played under legendary head coach Sam Alford before heading over to play college basketball and baseball at Blackburn University in Missouri.
That's where his son is at, playing golf.
Jumper up and good. Count that one for Jacob Williams. 18 points and a 9-point Switzerland County lead. 44-35 with 2:10 to go third quarter. Madison can't get the bucket off the shot by Reynolds. Pacers with another rebound, continuing to own the rebounding advantage here tonight. And now a foul against Madison. This will be their third.
That's going to be at Schaefer. That is now 4 on him.
It's going to take him out of the game, put Ryder Jones back in. So inbounds will be coming from Cooper Todd. Gets the ball back from Dylan Sullivan. Todd, top of the key with 1:55. Now a loose handle of it was tipped by Madison. Now Todd gets some space. Extra feed. Sullivan for 2.
That was a beautiful feed just off on the right.
11-point Switzerland County lead, 46-35. Winner heads to the championship game tomorrow night. and will face either Southwestern or Shaw. Shot no good. Foul against Madison on a fight for the rebound.
Gunnar Jones, I believe, is going to get that one as he was the one that fell backwards, and it is. 1:28 to go here in the third.
.125 and counting as the inbounds pass full court goes to Jacob Williams. Madison just 5 points in this quarter, 13 by Switzerland County. Riley for three, no good. And we got a foul on the rebound, and are they going to call a double foul here? Indication is yes.
The ref put out the arms both ways. So they'll talk about it. 1:12 to go here in the ball game, or in the third quarter, 46-35. Switz. We do have a double foul. Didn't catch quite who it was.
No announcement made about the foul.
Well, they've got it on 34 up there. Two fouls against him? No.
Surely not.
1 minute to go.
Now we got a foul against
Switz.
And there's not even a 34 out there for Switzerland County, so that cannot be correct. Dylan Sullivan just got whistled, so I bet the foul went against Sullivan for Switzerland County, and he just now picked up another foul, which will be his third.
Yeah, and then 2 against Gunner. Now, Coach Reitzman is asking some questions. Now, you got, Larry Sedam working the clock. He's had a long day.
46-35, Sling County, 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pacers on a 13-5 run here in quarter number 3. Top of the key, Cooper Todd out. Now gets the ball back from Caden Riley. Todd with 38 seconds back to Riley on the right wing. Now up top, Kanan Johnson to Todd. Todd looking to make a move, but has to go back up top to Jacob Williams. Williams at the volleyball line with 27 seconds. Now dump underneath. Kanan Johnson up. No good, but hit on the arm. Will go to the line to shoot 2. He has not scored since the first quarter.
Foul going to be against Murphy. That'll be his first, team's 5th or 6th they've got up there now.
Free throw number 1 is in. 5 points now for Johnson tonight. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He's got 1 more. 47-35 Switzerland County with 23 seconds left. Second free throw also is in. 48-35, Madison with 18 seconds to go. Could really use a score to get some momentum heading into the fourth quarter. Bounce pass over to Murphy. Now Reynolds swings over left wing, true. Now Davis with it. Davis gives it up. 5 seconds to go. Now down to 3. Out it goes. Reynolds at the buzzer. Bank is open at the end of the third. So Reynolds now with his second 3, and heading into the fourth quarter, we take a 1-minute timeout and come back with a 10-point game. Switzerland County 48, Madison 38. It's the JCIT on 95.3 Wiki.
Who appreciates the value of an Ivy Tech Community College Associate degree? Well, the state's largest colleges for starters. Over 20 have partnered with us in our Guaranteed Admissions program, where an Ivy Tech Associate degree guarantees admission to their bachelor's degree program. Who else? The 70,000 plus high school students each year who earn college credit in high school and save on tuition by doing it. But as valuable as an Ivy Tech degree is, the real value lies in the better life it makes possible. Let's start it today at ivytech.edu.
You'll find a whole lot of savings at Craig Toyota. This is Greg Sanders, sales manager of Craig Toyota. Come home for Christmas in your made in Kentucky Camry. Dash through the snow in a built-in Texas Tundra. Head home for the holidays in a built-in Indiana Highlander. Looking for the perfect gift? A remote start or WeatherTech products from Craig Toyota would make the Grinchiest person happy. When experience counts, experience the Craig Toyota difference. Craig Toyota on Madison Hilltop or visit us at CraigToyota.com.
Playing the new and Throwback 2. Wiki Country 95.3.
10-point lead for Switzerland County as we head to the final 8 minutes.
48-38. Madison basketball down by 10. Got a big three-pointer at the buzzer by Quincy Reynolds to bring this back down to its current deficit, but then a turnover by the Cubs sends it back to Switzerland County. Romans, Trace Johnson, and Griffith all back in for the Pacers. Cooper Todd also going to come out of the game, so it looks like Switzerland County has starters well rested for this final stretch of 8 minutes. Across the timeline, Pacers come through. Right side, Trace Johnson, out to Kanan Johnson. Johnson looking in the corner. Trace Johnson for three, too strong. Ball fought for. Bradley Romans picks up top, Kanan Johnson. Out to Trace Johnson. And then a turnover by Switzerland County.
Schaefer got a piece of that.
But then coming down very quickly, Jacob Williams taps it, puts it in the hands of Kanan Johnson. Second turnover of the quarter by the Cubs. 7:12 on the clock here in the game. Griffith, free throw line. Jumper is good. Griffith has been very deadly from there. 8 points for him. 50-38. 6:55 to go fourth quarter. Madison down by 12 with the basketball. Reynolds crossover dribble. Comes back, spins right off the glass and in. Good move by Reynolds, who now has a total of 12 points. And then Switzerland County loses handle of the basketball. Up ahead quickly. Reynolds for two. And Travis Reichman wants to take a timeout.
Got to be a full timeout, so we'll take a minute timeout. Back with more 95.3 Wiki.
Since the day we first opened our doors for business, we serve the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, agriculture, and businesses. Farmers Bank of Milton, member FDIC, a tradition of community banking.
If it's happening in Wiki Country, you'll hear it and read it first on Wiki Country 95.3.
Education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes. At Gateway Investment Services, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decision by offering you access to competitive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Stop in and speak to Bill Hensford, Tanner Mahoney, and Ross Hensford today. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member FINIA, SIPC. Insurance products offered through its licensed affiliate.
Your hometown radio station, 95.3 Wiki Country.
Sometimes.
Back out at Southwestern High School for the Jefferson County Invitational Tournament. 8-point lead for Switzerland County, who is about 6:28 away from a championship bid.
And a foul going to be called there against Schaefer. And if it is, he's done. And he is. So Schaefer is done for the night.
Going to finish his night with 8 points.
That doesn't include the hustle points, I guess you could say, that he had.
Free throw good for Jacob Williams. 17 foul against Madison. Pacers in the bonus for the rest of the game. 19 points now for Jacob Williams tonight. Second free throw on the way, good as well. 52-42 Switzerland County with 6:20 and counting in the game. Madison with Reynolds up top. Driving, kicks it out to Mason Davis. Back to Reynolds, right corner three, got it. He's now up to 7 points here in the fourth quarter, 13 in the second half. He's got 13 of the 22, and then Switzerland County throws it away. 7-point game at 52-45. Cubs starting to get a little feel for momentum again. 6-minute mark of the game. And we got a traveling violation. This game has had more travels than I've seen in about any boys varsity game, and I'm not quite sure how long.
Well, it is the Christmas season, and it is the travel season.
That's true. And at this point, we've all walked over the river and through the woods. Three-pointer up for Bradley Romans. Wide open, his 4-3. He has been very quiet in terms of his production, but man, 14 points. It's an awful quiet 14, but he has hit some shots when Switz has needed him.
Reynolds comes back and hits a three.
He has been on fire. 10 points down the fourth quarter for him. 7-point game, 55-48. Romans, right corner. Can he do it again? He cannot this time around. Mason Davis with the rebound and a foul from behind against the Pacers.
Foul going to be called there against Kanan Johnson. His fourth, team's fourth. Timeout is called. 5:21 to go in the ball game. 55-48. Switz back in 60 seconds. 95-3 Wiki.
Sometimes dealing with insurance can be frustrating. You need someone you can trust, answer your questions, and be there for you. You need Ernie Ernstis and American Senior Benefits. Ernie is licensed insurance agent. He can help you with life insurance, retirement, health insurance, whether under 65 or over 65, dental, vision, and hearing coverage. Ask Ernie Ernstis how you can get long-term care benefits without the health questions. Ernie Ernstis and American Senior Benefits, 765-760-8913.
For over 100 years, the Lido family has served the area with caring compassion, going above and beyond to help families throughout the grieving process. I'm Kim Traylor Crawford. I recently joined the Lido Wealthy family with the goal of helping you give your loved ones the greatest last gift, pre-arranging your services, and ensuring that all your final wishes are met. Contact me when you're ready to start the planning process. Call 812-265-5112 or visit LidoWealthy.com. Lido Wealthy Funeral Home, providing compassionate care for our community for over 100 years.
Hey, this is Jake Owen. Hi, this is George Strait. Hi, this is Blake Shield. Hey, it's Dirk Bentley.
Your hometown radio station, Wiki Country 95.3.
We go commercial free to the end of the ball game with Switz leading.
55-48 your score. Mason Davis, though, for three for Madison. No good. Switzerland County rebound pulled down by Jacob Williams. Williams gets through, and they'll call him for a double dribble. It's been the Quincy Reynolds show for Madison here in the fourth quarter. He's got a total of 10 points, 16 in the second half, trying to will the Cubs back to a single possession game, but right now still down by 7. 55-48, 5:04 to go, and we're going to see, it looks like, Kozinski come out for the Cubs and Ryder Jones back in. 5 to go in the game. Madison basketball, 55-48. Comes across. Reynolds gets it to the corner to Jones. Now up top into the hands of Landon True. True hands off to Reynolds. Head fake. Crosses over. Roman's on top of him in this man-to-man defense. Reynolds for three. Short. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it out. Mason Davis for three. It's a no-go. And ball out of bounds will go to Switzerland County.
I don't know about that because it looked like the block out was by Switzerland County, and it hit off the man that was in the front.
Full court pressure being applied by Madison. Little diamond in one here. Williams easily breaks it and gets a wide open layup in the process. 20 points for Jacob Williams. Underneath, trying to answer back is Reynolds. No good. Rebound. Who picks it up? It's a tie-up. And Switzerland County comes out of the pile. Great job by Romans, who tips it out to Sullivan.
He just kept pushing that basketball, try to hit one of his players.
Quick shot by Williams. No good. Madison rebound. All the way down. Mason Davis cannot get the layup to go. Jacob Williams boxes out, gets the rebound. Travis Reitman says, let's slow it down. 3:43 to go in the game. Switzerland County by 9, 57-48 over Madison. Trace Johnson, pass to Sullivan, and it's going to be a turnover over and back.
57-48, 3:32 to go here in this ball game. Again, we continue with the style of play. Very exciting ball games. We've had a couple of, pretty much blowouts, but for the most part, we've had some good games.
Down to 3:27. Madison is down by 3 possessions at 9. They have the ball. Three-pointer up for Reynolds. Off the back of the rim and a foul. Nope, I take that back. They're going to say hit off the support, so that automatically gives it over to Switzerland County.
Reminder, 2 o'clock tomorrow, the 5th place game. Carroll County and Trimble County will do battle. Followed by the 3rd place game, then the championship at around 5:40. Moved everything up about 2 hours because of winter weather that we could see.
3:15. Pacers break the pressure again. Aiden Griffith with it. Spin move. Nice dump underneath Trace Johnson. Got too far under. And they're going to say double dribble.
Yeah, he picked it up like he was going to come out of the backfield with it and just can't really do that.
So a couple turnovers, but Madison has been unable to convert so far, at least here in the 4th quarter. Cubs did have 11 points off of turnovers at halftime. Reynolds thought about the 3. Loses handle, gives it up, and whistle blows. Madison wants to call a 30-second timeout.
They'll do that. Lytle Welty Funeral Home, providing compassionate care to your family from our family for over 100 years. Give them a call at 812-265-5112. Gateway Investments, contact Bill Hetzler, Tanner Mahoney, and Ross Hetzler for all your investment needs at 201 Clifty Drive on Madison's Hilltop. Of course, Bill Hensler, Tanner Mahoney, 2 former Southwestern Rebels, Ross Hensler, a former Madison Cub. So ties right there to the community. And American Senior Benefits, call Ernie Ernstis for your insurance needs, life, retirement, and health insurance. 2:54 to go here in the ball game. Switz with the lead, looking to make it to the championship game. Leading 57-48. Madison with the ball.
Get the inbound pass out to Mason Davis. Davis hands off to Reynolds. He's the center circle, drifts off to the right side. Now top of the key, it goes to True. Quickly back to Davis to Reynolds. Reynolds being guarded by Trace Johnson. Gets by him. Shot no good, but he will shoot 2. Drew contact. Was unable to keep up with him was Trace Johnson, and that'll be his 2nd foul. Reynolds at the line for the first time since the 1st quarter. First free throw is good. He's now got 11 points in the 4th quarter, 17 here in the 2nd half. Free throw also in, so he makes both. 7-point game, still a lot of time at 2:35. Kanan Johnson with it. Spin move out of traffic. Gives it off to Griffith. Griffith jumper, no good. Madison pulls down the rebound. Then we get a tie-up, and they're going to call Griffith for a foul.
His 2nd, team 6th. But, you had mentioned Reitzman said, slow it up, slow it up. How come they're speeding it up? We've got 2:23 to go. It's time now to start, maybe pulling it out a little bit.
Especially up by 7. It'd be a little bit different maybe if you're up just by a point or two, but the fact that you're comfortable at 7, need to rethink just a little bit. 2:08, Reynolds underneath. Shot is good. Bad thing is for the Madison, though, is only 2 points have been scored away from Reynolds here in the second half. Yet they're only down by 5. 57-52, Switzerland County lead and basketball. 150 and counting in the game.
Now, this is the way they should have done. Pull it out.
They're going to go 4 corners and put Griffith underneath.
1:35 now for the game.
Underneath, Jacob Williams off the glass and good. They got a high percentage shot.
Plus, they had Quincy Reynolds going straight up on that, committing himself.
125, 59-52. Reynolds again kicks it out. This time the true shot, no good. Williams rebound. They've got the numbers, does Switzerland County. Trace Johnson very smartly backs it out. 7-point lead, 1:05 to go for Switzerland County, and now Madison will foul, and this will put Jacob Williams at the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 for the Pacers.
Quincy Reynolds gets the foul. Our Craig Toyota player of the game coming up after this one. We'll have 2 of them, one from Switz and one from Madison. See, Shaw is all dressed and ready to go in the area to our left, Southwestern as well.
Free throw good for Williams, earns himself another. 60-52 Switzerland County with 1:05 to go in the game. Second one for Jacob Williams is also in. Takes a very friendly bounce. 8 points in the fourth quarter for Jacob Williams, 61-52 Pacers. We're down to 57 seconds. 3 on the way, Mason Davis, no good. Fast break opportunity, Jacob Williams underneath Trace Johnson, backs it out, top of the key. Pacers 45 seconds away from the win. Kanan Johnson is fouled, and he'll go to the line for the 1-and-1.
Could put it away right here.
6 points for Johnson tonight. First foul on Davis. Free throw, good. (62-52), and it's going to stay that way. Second free throw, no good for Kanan Johnson. 10-point Switzerland County lead with 38 seconds left. 3 on the way for the Cubs. It's good. Count that one from Landon True. His first points the second half after scoring 11 in the first 2 quarters. And we've got a full timeout taken by Madison. We keep it right here.
Coming up right after this ball game, right around 7:10, we've got Southwestern and Shaw that will take the court. And the winner of that ball game right now, the way it looks, will take on Switzerland County tomorrow for the championship. And the loser will take on Madison for the third place game. And Rob, as we have started back with the JCIT, which starting back after a little lull, came back in 2016. Madison has won the championship twice in 18 and 19. Southwestern won it in 20, but the 2 teams have not faced off in the championship.
No, we've seen a couple battles with this team. You sure we didn't see them in the title game one year?
I'm just about positive. Oh, wait. It was that one?
Was it 18?
Yeah, it was that one where Miller was hitting all the threes.
Yes.
Other
than that, though, no, we haven't. We did see a semifinal game. So we've seen one semifinal, one championship. Other than that, it's been either other teams in or just one or the other. 35 seconds to go here between Switzerland County and Madison. Pacers lead the Cubs 62-55. Switzerland County basketball inbounding. Aiden Griffith to Kanan Johnson. Madison not fouling yet. Romans gets it, and finally whistle blows. They'll get Reynolds for his third and put Romans at the free throw line. Double bonus time for the Pacers. He has not been to the free throw line tonight, but been very productive from the three-point line. 4 threes tonight, 14 points for Romans. And again, it almost seems like it's been a quiet 14 for him.
Very quiet. He's been out there hustling. He's had a number of assists tonight.
First free throw rims out. So it remains a 7-point game with 28 seconds to go. One more on the way. Romans free throw is good. And timeout Switzerland County. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 28 seconds left in the game. Switzerland County 63, Madison 55.
And just stay tuned. After the ball game, we'll have our Craig Toyota player of the game, and then we'll have our Gateway Investments coaches' comments after the ball game. So stay tuned. We still got a lot more to go before the final game of the day between Southwestern and Shaw. And as this ball game has gone on, Rob, we've had a lot more people come into the Delbert King Gymnasium, and it appears we'll have a pretty good crowd for that Shaw Southwestern game.
Yeah, I think it will be a good crowd. Shaw fans are pretty much stayed put. Southwestern fans starting to file in. And plus, you've got everyone kind of off of work now. So that's going to allow for this place to get even a little bit more crowded. So overall, been very pleased with the number of fans that have been in attendance today. .25 seconds to go. Madison down by 8, 63-55. Landon True, shot no good. Kanan Johnson rebound. He is fouled, and that might have just wrapped this one up for the Pacers.
16 seconds to go. Jones picks up his second.
So Kanan Johnson, who's 3 of 4 from the free throw line, will go for 2.
Basically, all of his points have come from the free throw line.
First free throw good. Had 2 field goals in the first quarter. It's been all free throws since. He is now up to 8 points for the game. Second attempt, also in. 65-55, Switzerland County will be going to the championship game tomorrow night, facing either Southwestern or Shaw. Three-pointer for Mason Davis is good, but it's going to be too late. Romans has it, and he'll be fouled with 3 seconds left.
Walk it down, go to the line.
So 2 coming up for Romans, which could very potentially put him at about 17 points tonight. Big day for Switzerland County. You win game 1 on a buzzer beater and then come back and finally shake free of a back and forth affair as the first free throw is no good for Romans.
And Madison, they won their first game of the year against Carroll County, but come back and can't keep the streak going.
Second free throw in. 66-58, final shot of the game coming from Reynolds. It is up, it is no good, and that's all she wrote from the Delbert King Gymnasium. Switzerland County does enough and gets some contributions from a slew of Pacers. They get this win over Madison by a final score of 66-55. 2:58. So Switzerland County will now sit back and will face either Southwestern or Shaw in the championship game. Meanwhile, Madison will play the loser of our next game in the third place game coming up tomorrow afternoon.
So we'll take a break. We'll come back, have our Craig Toyota Players of the Game and our Chandler Chevrolet post-game show to come right here, 95.3 Wiki.
You'll find a whole lot of savings at Craig Toyota. This is Greg Sanders, sales manager of Craig Toyota. Come home for Christmas in your made-in-Kentucky Camry. Dash through the snow in a built-in Texas Tundra. Head home for the holidays in a built-in Indy and a Highlander. Looking for the perfect gift? A remote start or WeatherTech products from Craig Toyota would make the Grinchiest person happy. When experience counts, experience the Craig Toyota difference. Craig Toyota on Madison Hilltop or visit us at CraigToyota.com.
There's no place like home for the holidays.
Enjoy the holiday season. Warmest wishes. May your days be merry and bright.
Your hometown radio station, Wiki Country 95.3.
Back out at the Delbert O. King Gymnasium here at Southwestern. Game number 5 is in the books. And Switzerland County comes away with a 66-58 victory over Madison. So Switzerland County goes to the championship game tomorrow night. They'll take on either Southwestern or Shaw. For Madison, they'll play in the third place game tomorrow against the loser of the Madison and Shaw ball game. Things will get kicked off at 2 o'clock tomorrow with the fifth place game with Carroll County and Trumbull County. It's now time for our Chandler Chevrolet, or rather our Craig Toyota player of the game. And Rob, it was pretty easy to decide which way it was going to go, as the two guys that we're going to give the player of the game to really deserving here tonight. For Switzerland County, Jacob Williams, and for Madison, Quincy Reynolds.
Yeah, you take a look at Jacob Williams, 26 points tonight, which led all scores. He played a really strong ball game, and not only was big offensively, but did a lot of things defensively as well. But you take a look at Williams, he really got going in the second quarter. He had 11 points there to help Switzerland County get it back out in front, have a 3-point lead at half. And then he finishes the game strong, 8 points in the fourth quarter. So big plus for the Pacers, but in addition, also got some help from several other teammates tonight. Now, Reynolds, on the other hand, he had help early on, but you take a look at the second half, all but 8 points for the Cubs in the second half came from Reynolds. He finished tonight with 24 points. He had 20 in the second half, so 20 of the 28 by the Cubs in the final 2 quarters, 14 points in the fourth quarter, and a great effort by him, really, to try and almost single-handedly in the second half get Madison back into the game.
Let's take a look at the scoring here in this game. First of all, for Switzerland County, 16 for Romans, 2 for Trace Johnson, 3 for Cooper Todd, 26 for Jacob Williams, 8 points for Aiden Griffin, 9 points for Kanan Johnson, and 2 points for Dylan Sullivan. For Madison, Ryder Jones with 2, Mason Davis with 10, 24 points for Quincy Reynolds, 14 for Landon True, 8 points for James Schaefer. Madison, they shot 47% from the field, 50% from the three-point line, 73% from the free throw line. For Switzerland County, 56% from the field, 54, make that 55% from the three-point line, and 74% from the free throw line. Final score, 66-58. We'll come back, talk more right after this. 95.3 Wiki.
Every year around the holidays, we reflect on the past 12 months. Chandler Chevrolet would like to say thank you to all of our customers who purchased a vehicle to utilize our rental department as a vehicle service or repair